Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adriana. If you saw the previous video, I went to show you the supplies that you need. Okay, so here I have my organic seeds that I'm going to be using today. I have been doing the green beans, the bush. I really like the results of it because like the other one, it's like the bean pole where it gets really long and tall, and I don't want to deal with that. I'm very short and I just don't want to deal with the height. So the bush one works for me, and I'm doing container gardening, so it's just so much better for me to find the shortest plants possible. Okay, I'm super excited about this one right here because this one is going to be a cantaloupe, some type of cantaloupe that's called, I think it's Crenshaw. I don't know how to say it. And my sugar baby watermelon. I cannot wait to get into that and eat it. I have one that I started in December. I do live in Miami, so it's always hot here. And I just went for it. Listen, y'all, I went crazy with my seeds. I planted everything. It's hot. It's like 80 degrees here in Miami. It worked for me. And I just have so many things in the backyard that's, I've been harvesting, and I'm going to show some videos on that as well. A lot of my friends have called me. I posted some pictures on Facebook, and I've been getting a lot of phone calls, and I'm super excited that I'm motivating a lot of friends to actually getting started. So this video is for y'all. This is for you guys, all right? So let's get started. All right, y'all, so I'm getting ready to start. I'm going to show you how to work the soil, and we need to get it to be moist. It is March the 1st. It is perfect timing to get started with your garden. Shout out to my friend Brittany from back home in Nashville, Tennessee, my childhood friend. She reached out to me yesterday, and she told me that the weather in Nashville is starting to get warm. So she asked me, what do I need to go get? What do I need to go buy? So I was telling her I was doing this video. So check it out, girl. So let's get started. So let's quickly go over the things that you need, your basic supplies to get started. So you need your soil, you need your seed cells, your little mini greenhouse, you need a watering can, you need some gloves. These are my extra seed cells that I have, which I'm going to use. You need some tools, some gardening tools, but you could use whatever you have around the house. A container to put your soil in there so you can work it in and get it wet and moist and all that stuff. And then that's it. That's pretty much it. So let's get some soil. This was like a very loose soil. The starting mixes are always like that. You could use the regular potting mix, but I prefer to just use the starting mix. I want to show you how loose it is. So that's what you want to work with. But I mean, you got to work with whatever you can find, right? And then we want to water. Not so wet, just for it to be moist. I just find that it's better for the seeds to germinate. You don't need, if you don't have your gardening tools right now, that's okay. You just use whatever you have around the house, or just use your hands. But, wear gloves. So work it in. Just a little bit more water, just a bit. And I think that should be okay. So it's nice and moist. You want to make sure that it's not too wet. This is perfect so the seed doesn't get lost in the soil. This is why we do this. Okay, so let's grab one of the seed cells. What you want to do is you want to fill it in. Don't be scared, just fill it in. And all right, so once you get your soil into the seed cells, make sure it's all packed in there very well, and you just choose whatever seed you're going to start with. I'm going to start with cilantro. I love cilantro, so I'm gonna start with it. I wanted to show you that each packet has a little map on the back, an indication that tells you what month you could actually go ahead and grow that specific plant. So all the packets have it, okay? For instance, this one says I could do it here in Florida, January through March. So it's March, so it's perfect. Okay, so with the cilantro seeds, I go crazy with my seeds. Don't be afraid, just pick them up and then throw them in there. Like, no joke. Seriously, that's what I do. Why do I do seed cells? Because when I was doing straight into like the big pot, for some reason they were just not germinating well. So doing it this way has been working for me amazingly. I'm going to keep doing it this way. For example, let me show you over here. There it is. That is my cilantro that I started, I believe, yes, I believe the date was in January. Yes, January 16 to be exact. So I started from here. They grew, transplanted into the 1 gallon container. I'm going to give this one to my sister. Outside I have a 3 gallon container with cilantro. I will put a picture on this video so you can see how it looks like. But my results are so nice that I'm just gonna keep doing it this way. So when it comes to basil, cilantro, parsley, basically all the herbs, just throw the seeds in the cells. Don't be afraid, they will grow. They like to grow together like that. So that's what I recommend. I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm just playing with the stuff and it is what it is. And I'm happy with my results. So I'm gonna keep doing it this way. Alright guys, please do not forget to label. I've done this before and I'm like, okay, what did I put here? So you just have to wait, you know, get surprised. But cilantro, March 1st, 2019. Make sure your seeds are covered well. So let's come over here. I have not put seeds in here yet. This is going to be my Roma tomato. I only want 2 plants and the red Russian kale, which I love. So I'm going to put 4 seeds in there. But let me show you. Okay, so that's the Roma tomato and that's how the seed looks like right there. So I'm going to grab 1 seed and where it says Roma, I'm just going to throw it in there like that. Grab another one and throw it in there like that as well. And then over here I have the kale, the red Russian. See how the seeds look like? I'm very visual, so that's why I'm showing y'all, but that's how it looks like. So I grab 1 and I throw it as well in there. Just throw it in there. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that is 4. So that's what I'm doing. So that's why it's important to always label. Get your little stick or your finger, whatever, and just make sure that it's covered very well. And let's see who germinates, which seed germinates first. That's why I like to do more than 1 seed, so you don't have to like sit around and wait for it to germinate. So I am sure you noticed that the herbs, I went crazy with it. You could put 5 to 7 seeds all in once in each seed cell. Okay, I have 5 in here, 5 in here, 5 in here, 5 in here, or probably more in here and here. So that's my cilantro. You could do that with your parsley, your basil, your whatever herbs. Just go crazy with the herbs. It's gonna be okay. Now, when it comes to your tomato plants, your kale, your watermelons, your peppers, you always want to put like literally just 1 or 2 seeds per cell. Do not go crazy, okay? Do not go crazy how I went crazy with the basil. It won't work. It would not work. For example, this is my peppers. I could show you, they're right here. This one is my pepperoncini. I have jalapeno, California Wanderer, this one too. And if you could see, I put 1 seed cell, 1 seed per seed cell. So this is how they grew. I am going to, when did I put this in? January 16, yeah. So I need to transplant my peppers into a bigger container and I will leave it in here for maybe, I don't know, another 3 to 4 weeks before I actually move it out into the big pot that's gonna stay outside. But this is just to give you an idea that you go from that to that to that. So now let me show you the seed tray. Like, what is the seed tray for? Okay, so the tray is for this. You place your seed cells in here. Once you're done filling them up and putting your seeds in there, and you're going to cover it up. This is going to create a greenhouse effect. Go on Google, read about it. Greenhouse effect. It's going to help your plants germinate, come up to the surface, and it's going to grow into a beautiful seedling. That seedling's turned into a plant that's going to give you your fruit. Now, I know that people that are up north, it's still cold. For instance, my friend told me that back in home in Nashville, yesterday was 80 degrees. I was like, whoa. And then it went back down to 50 at night. I live in Miami, so I am not using the lid because it's hot enough for me to leave that outdoors like that and get enough sun. If you are up north and you want to bring it indoors, keep it indoor near a window that's sunny with the lid on so it could get warm enough to germinate. Okay, now let's move over here. This is another tray I have. They will get this big, and you would notice that you're not going to be able to use the lid anymore. The lid is just to help them germinate. Once they're big like this, you have to transplant them into your little bigger pots that I showed you. That's going to go into whatever container or the ground or however you decide to do. So that's it. This is how you could get started. Once you do it over and over, it doesn't seem so confusing. I hope this video helps. And also I wanted to say that when you water, put the water directly here so there can be water from the bottom. It's just the best way to do it. I don't know if you can see, there's water here. Yeah, there's water right here. I was watering my basil that I have to transplant. My poor lettuce, I have to transplant it too. But okay guys, I hope this video helps you get an idea of what you could do. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful, lovely weekend. Bye.